Hello there, adventurers. It's Neon here, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play The Outer Worlds. We are back in Byzantium in the Bureau of Exploration. We just turned in all the information that we need for completing the big Halcyon tour that this guy was putting on, and we got a new hat. Would you look at that? We got a certified explorer's hat for Sam, which is nice and colorful, and I think fits the Rizzo's armor extremely well. I kind of wished it was a top hat, because I think the top hat just looks really funny. But I think this actually fits the aesthetic of Sam very well. It makes him look a lot more competent, I think, than he really is. We're here with Parvati and other Sam here in Byzantium as we take care of some business. So we got that done. We found out we have a lot more to actually do for Celeste. It wasn't just simply modeling like we were led to believe. We now have to go and gain a bunch of different leathers and pieces from a bunch of dangerous monsters, which is not the most fun. But we're also, since we're here in Byzantium, we need to check back in with Sophia, which we have not done in a second. So let's go do that. Coming back here is giving me memories of the quest where we went and became a superstar. And that was hilarious. That had probably some of the best dumb dialogue interactions so far in the game. That had me cracking up so much. I still just will go back and watch the footage from it because it's so freaking hilarious. That interaction towards the end. Oh boy. Okay. Menacing towers. Okay. How do we get up there? Oh, we can just go through here and then we go up the elevator. That's right. I said it's been a second. What do y'all think? Should we be siding with the board, or should we be siding with the crazy-haired scientist? So I still haven't quite decided how all of that is going to go, or how Sam might interact with all that. The only thing I can say is that we don't have to know right now. This game does a weird thing where it makes it feel like you're getting locked into things on more than one occasion. At more than one places it feels like you'd be locked into a certain path. And you're not really locked into a certain path until right at the end of the game. So you can really play both sides right until the end. So I think the quest marker is trying to get us to land at the Sophia Akande's landing pad, but I don't think we need to do that.
Adjutant Akande is waiting for you in her office.
Oh, in person? Usually we have to... Oh. In person now. This is getting serious.
I'm curious. Wells may have been a delusional madman, but he risked his life to save yours. So why turn him in?
Wells is a criminal. I had to turn him in. I was after the reward. I was hoping you could hook me up with a lifetime supply of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch, honestly.
You've certainly earned it. Wells has been a criminal at large for decades. You've done well. You're efficient, talented, loyal. And if you're ready to get to work, we can finally start doing some good in this colony.
And Wells, what's going to happen to him?
Wells was an unfortunate mistake on our part. We let him out of our sights, and he operated from the shadows for decades. Wells has information we need. We're going to monitor his lab and show our hand when we're ready. Until then, you and I have work to do.
Okay, like I said, I'm here for the reward. You got some Rizzos to pony up, or nah?
Work with us, and we'll make you the richest freelancer in Halcyon. There has been a surge in off-world broadcasting coming from Monarch. Much of it is propaganda. All of it is illegal. We need those broadcasts shut down.
Monarch, Monarch, Monarch. Everyone wants to take us to Monarch. Since when did the board have a problem with propaganda? Seems simple enough. That seems simple enough. Just go shut down, go click a button, right?
I appreciate your confidence, but nothing is ever simple on Monarch. All of Monarch's extraplanetary broadcasts are routed through Devil's Peak Station. I want you to claim Devil's Peak Station for the board, by force if need be. Monarch is a den of anarchy and barbarism. Keep your wits about you, and remember that you're doing the law's work.
Monarch's a big place. I could use a lead.
I have an agent working in Stellar Bay. Everett Gill. Have a word with him as soon as you arrive. The passphrase is, the kind of pine grows at night.
The kind of night grows on pines. Got it.
Lord have mercy. Just find Everett Gill. You're his problem now.
Any idea who's behind these broadcasts?
Monarch is a hotbed of anarchists operating under the misguided notion that the colony doesn't need the guiding hand of the board. It may not be a single individual behind these broadcasts, but any number of factions.
Okay. Well, I'll take care of it.
Speak to Percival before you go. He'll arrange for your nav key and your reward for turning in Wells.
Okay. I'll be back. Nice office. Can I have a drink of that? You do have Rizzos. You could pay me in Rizzos. You do. You have it right there. And there. Those are all Rizzos. Percival, I'm here for the reward of some Rizzos.
Adjutant Akande has instructed me to reward you for information leading to the arrest of Phineas Wells. Please allow me to extend my felicitations on a job well done.
1,600 bits? That's not Rizzos. How do I measure that? And what's the currency conversion? Do you know, Percival? Is there a currency conversion for bits to Purpleberry Crunch Flakes? Alright, wasn't there something else about a nav key?
I've authorized your ship with an official board-certified nav key. Do exercise caution while visiting Monarch. As an acting agent of the board, you are entitled to purchase a selection of official board-certified equipment at a discount. Do let me know if you wish to take advantage of this special offer.
Yes, I'd like to buy some equipment.
I am at your service.
And we gotta level up. Okay, so what do they have? They've got a couple things. None of it is Rizzos. So, I really don't care.
I understand you're Maverick Johnston's new star. Well done.
Well, thank you. Oh, I didn't get to ask some of the other stuff.
Personal assistant to Adjutant Akande and Chairman Rockwell. I'm also responsible for organizing the adjutant's stationery, which is more of a hobby.
It's an awful hobby. Okay, dumb one-handed melee 55. Everybody needs a hobby. Mine's hitting things.
Truly. I hadn't realized. I assumed you were a person of letters and culture.
Come on, Percival.
Will
That's
there be
mean.
anything else?
That's cold, Percival. All right, I'll be on my way. I was hoping to be able to go through the other things. I didn't realize that was going to be my only chance to talk to him on those. Oh, well. You live and learn, huh, Parvati? Right, we have a level up. Let's go ahead and do that. 10 points available. What should we do? Let's say a bit more inspiration. I think we've been very inspirational this past level. I think we've gotten a good amount of experience hitting more people. Let's see here. What else? Can use a little bit more dialogue skill because, intimidating is nice. And is there something else we should do? Sneak. Let's do defense. Yeah. Apply. Combat dialogue abilities. You have unlocked a dialogue combat skill? When attacking the correct type of target, they are automatically debilitated. Huh. Interesting. And we have a perk point available. So, what shall we select here? What do we have? Last stand. When you're at low health, you deal increased damage. Well, I try not to be at low health. And I think on Supernova it's really dangerous to be under 30% health because, depending on the enemy, that last 30% could disappear really quickly. Wild Science further increased the damage dealt by science weapons. We already took Weird Science, didn't we? We did. So that could increase the damage of our science weapons that we have, but we don't really use science weapons. So that might not be the most useful thing. Okay, so it looks like I'm going between Revenge and Tactical Master. In Revenge, whenever you are affected by a harmful combat effect, you deal increased damage, or Tactical Master. When you activate Tactical Time Dilation, you continue to move at normal speed for a short time. This effect only occurs when your TTD meter is full at time of activation. I think we're going to do that. That's going to be really helpful for us since we use Tactical Time Dilation quite a bit. Yes, we'll do that. Parvati can level up. Negative 20 automechanical damage received. Increase the damage dealt by this companion after performing their companion ability. 20% chance to reset ability cooldown on kill. Yes, I want to do that. Please. And then Sam. Let's do the same. Perfect. Okay. What do we do now? Don't want to do any of that. Make spacesuits won't travel. The Empty Man. Oh, right. We need to take Max to the Hermit on Scylla. That's what we can do. I think we'll do that next. Perfect. All right, let's go. No music? Man, this elevator sucks. And then for the I guess we'll just be back on Monarch, really. Transition to Byzantium. Alright, I don't think there's anything else we really need to do here in Byzantium. Or anything else that we even really want to do. We're pretty good on equipment, you know, so I don't really see the need in trying to go around and buy a bunch of equipment, because we have decent equipment and weaponry, and we're still at the point where we're going to continually get better and better ones as we go along, so it doesn't seem like I should really spend the time and money getting new weapons right now.
So, how many times have you seen terror on Monarch?
One of the things that has come out that's interesting recently, in just general Obsidian news, when Avowed is going to be coming out this fall, supposedly. We still haven't gotten a release yet, I don't think, but there's speculation it's supposed to come out in November. But one of the things that is interesting about it is they're going to have third person. For a long time, I did not think it was going to have third person. And I definitely wish that we could go into third person mode in this game. But this is something interesting that I think is going to make Avowed definitely feel a bit different. Okay, here we go. Hi, Sam. You're cool, Sam. I'm bothering you, Sam. Yeah, dance, Sam, dance. Dance, Sam, dance. Okay. Done messing around with the robot. I don't think we have other companion stuff. I think that right now it's just that. And we also haven't given a talk to our people very much in the last little bit. So let's go ahead and talk to Parvati. How you
Hey,
doing?
Captain? I got a thing I want to ask you. It's kind of big.
I suppose I got a minute. Sure. What do you need?
I was thinking about what you said afore, after we went to the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker. I reckon you're right. I think I'm ready to stop fretting and fussing and ask Junlei to go steady, straight out. And I'm thinking of doing it here, on the ship.
That's sweet. Can I help?
I was kind of hoping you'd offer. The thing is, I can't ask her over like this. I mean, look at me. I'm all covered in engine grease and I ain't showered in nigh on a week. I smell like sweat most days and, well, don't look too close at my fingernails. I was thinking, hoping, we could stop by Groundbreaker for bath supplies.
Easy enough. We could head straight over. Groundbreaker's got a lot of vendors. Where are you thinking?
Oh, that nice older lady in the rest and go, Miss Gladys? She seemed to know lots of things. Maybe she knows where to find fancy soap.
That's fair. I mean, yeah, we could do that.
I mean, only if you're not busy. Or when you're heading through Groundbreaker for something else. You don't gotta change plans on account of me. Anyhow, next time we dock in Groundbreaker, let me know. 'Cause I want to come with.
Okay. Will do. There's Sam.
Impeccable timing, Captain. I was was about to watch the latest episode in Halcyon Helen's thrilling serial adventure.
Really? Okay, well, give me just a second. I'm going to go talk to everybody and see how the crew is doing, and then I'll be right back.
Battery levels are fully charged.
Good work, Sam.
Thank you, customer. Sam, merciless on germs.
Beautiful. Back to work, Sam. I think everybody should be generally okay, but, you know, as a captain, I gotta check in with my crew every once in a while. I may be dumb, but I like to think I'm a okay captain. We're doing Vicar's thing, so I don't really have much to talk to him about. Hey there, Ellie.
Something on your mind?
I'd like to know more about you.
I'm a surgeon by training and a pirate by inclination. Not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade and the smell of Spacer's Corona. I make a mean zero-G cocktail and I've got a meaner right hook.
Okay, I was
No complaints here.
wondering if she had any extra stuff after the quest with her was concluded, but it doesn't really look like it. Hey there, Felix.
Good to see you, boss.
Good to see you. Never mind. Can't tell you anything, apparently. All right. Ada offered to let us watch a Aetherwave special. I think that sounds kind of fun. Might as well do that before we head to Scylla. Okay.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Well, you said we could... You mentioned an Aetherwave drama? I'd like to see it.
Certainly, Captain. I was hoping you would ask.
It was the law-forsaken parasites. I had become obsessed. My quest to stop them. To avenge my partner, Philip. And my ex-partner, Bernice. And Lieutenant Jurgen. And those two informants had brought me to Rizzo's distillery. But it wasn't just the triple distilled deliciousness of Rizzo's Spectrum brand vodka that I found there. It was death. I made sure the Brain Eaters paid the price. But at what cost to me? It's you.
This is the Halcyon News Network with breaking news. Halcyon Helen has been murdered. Administrator Ludovico of Rizzo's refused to answer the big question on everyone's mind. Who will Spectrum Vodka's next spokesperson be? Claiming that a special investigation must be concluded first.
Captain, we have a communication coming in from one Administrator Ludovico.
Get off the transmission, Cedric. We agreed to let me do the negotiating. Law be with you, friend. I am Administrator Ludovico of the famed Eridanos Atmospheric Complex. But there's no need to stand on formality. You may address me as Mr.
Okay, so that was the intro to one of the DLC expansions, Murder on Eridanos. I had been wondering when this was going to pop up, and this kind of took me by surprise that it popped up here, but this I've been waiting for this DLC because this DLC I think is extremely fun, and I was really interested to see how it works with a dumb character. So, um, let's get on with it, shall we? You may address me as Mister Boring. Ada, let's watch something else.
Ah, yes, they warned me about this. This is not an Aetherwave serial. This is a transmission. I am Administrator Never mind. Let's just get to the point. Halcyon Helen is dead. Murdered. Her death is the tragedy of our lifetime. As the face of our new product line, her murder is a stain on the Rizzo's brand. She was scheduled to unveil our newest product, Spectrum Brown, before this tragic event. But we cannot move forward with our unveiling until we apprehend the killer.
Halcyon Helen's dead? Oh no, the chief of the savages finally got her.
Is this some kind of sick joke? This is the freelancer we're trying to hire.
All right, Ludovico, that's enough. You don't know what you're doing. Let me handle this. Captain Hawthorne, I've been looking forward to meeting Adjutant Akonde's favorite gun. Cedric Kincannon, Sublight Underground. I'm so glad we're hiring a third-party investigator. No one wants to see a troop of UDL guards stomping all over my hotel. Least of all me. The murder of Halcyon Helen is a heinous assault on this colony. I look forward to watching you find the miscreant responsible and drag them out of the shadows.
I've never heard of Sublight Underground.
Don't worry. You and I are going to become very close acquaintances. I run the Grand Colonial Hotel and Piraeus Spaceport. Ludovico and I are business partners, in a manner of speaking. Eridanos is our shared responsibility.
Eridanos is not our shared responsibility. Eridanos is my responsibility, to which you and your organization have latched on like a parasite.
Ludovico, you wound me. I'm establishing rapport with our new contractor. Let's not give him the impression that you can't be trusted.
Do you really want to do this right now, Cedric? You want to antagonize me while I'm negotiating a contract. Because I promise you, I'll win.
I mean, he's got Rizzo's to offer. So that is a point in his favor, actually. I'm just going to let them argue.
We can do this anytime you want. I'll even make an appointment. I'm sure your schedule's wide open. What with your product launch being indefinitely delayed due to unforeseen murder.
All right, Cedric. If that's how you want to behave, I have no choice but to file an official reprimand on your permanent record.
Oh, please do. I'd love an official reprimand from a failed executive. Could you do me a favor and have it laminated?
Could we please stop this nonsense? Captain, I'm Constable Maria Keene. Hiring a third-party investigator was my idea. I've been studying your dossier. You are Adjutant Akonde's most reliable freelancer. If the second most powerful person in Halcyon can depend on you, then I'd like to think we can depend on you. As far as I'm concerned, you're the ideal inspector for this case.
Huh, okay. Well, first off, I want to note, the first time I played this, I don't really remember Constable Keene coming onto this, this transmission. So that's interesting. For a lot of reasons. But, anyways, Inspector Sam Smart. I like the sound of that.
I'm pleased to hear that. The future of our complex may depend on your success. I'll leave you in the constable's care. Mr. Kincannon and I must have a word.
Fine. But Rizzo's is paying for that hotel room.
I can't tell you how grateful I am for your help. And even though they may not show their gratitude, I know Administrator Ludovico and Mr. Kincannon appreciate your involvement. Mr. Kincannon could lose his spaceport if board authorities took over the investigation, and if Rizzo's is forced to cancel its unveiling, we might never recover.
Helen must have been pretty popular. those two seem to have issues.
The administrator oversees Rizzo's operations. Cedric runs the hotel and the spaceport. They're always at each other's throats. My life would be so much easier if they'd simply learn to work together.
You sound a bit worn out.
Me? Worn out? Perish the notion. My days are filled with catering to the oh-so-reasonable requests of Mr. Ludovico and Mr. Kincannon. What's not to like?
Them. They're not very likable.
Your words, not mine. Please don't take my lack of disagreement as anything other than fatigue. I am a content, productive, and happy member of our society.
Helen must have been pretty popular if her death could put an end to your operations.
Helen was more than popular. She gave something to this colony that no product line could ever provide. Real happiness. No one has ever been as well known or as well loved. Outside of our courageous business leaders.
You seem competent. You could have dealt with this.
I represent the law, Captain. But what's happening between Mr. Kincannon and the administrator is politics. Politics are not my area of expertise. The law is simple. Politics are complicated.
So politics are complicated. So let's get the dumb, the low intelligence, permanently concussed Space Captain Sam Smart for the job. That's honestly, like, I feel I could actually see that happening, just in general. So I don't think it's actually that far-fetched. Relax. There's nothing. They are nothing I can't handle.
I'm pleased to hear that. From everything I've heard, you're a competent freelancer. And at the risk of sounding impertinent, we desperately need the help of someone competent. Thank you for your time, Captain. Whenever you're ready, I've authorized the Unreliable to land at the Grand Colonial.
Okay, sounds good.
Transmission terminated. Captain, we are now cleared to land at the Eridanos Atmospheric Complex.
What can you tell me about Eridanos?
Eridanos is a hydrogen-helium gas giant, distinguished by a well-defined ring system. The Eridanos Atmospheric Complex is a system of land masses propelled through a thin layer of the upper atmosphere, where humans are potentially capable of surviving.
I don't know why they're trusting me to catch Halcyon Helen's killer.
There are several reasons why someone would hire your services. In descending order of likelihood, they are as follows: desperation, confusion, mistaken identity, inebriation, and genuine faith in your abilities.
Nice one, Ada. Nice. Thanks. And we got another level up. Okay. That's very interesting. That is very interesting indeed. I need to eat and drink, it looks like. Let's do a little bit of that, shall we? Get some purple berry munch in us. Drink some purple berry juice. Eat some purple berry crunch. Perfect. Okay, so that is remarkably interesting. I was not really expecting the DLC to come up right now, but I am fine with it. I am fine with it. I do think we should go to Scylla first. Or maybe even go to the Groundbreaker, get Parvati's thing, then go to Scylla, then go to Eridanos. Because, I mean, I guess that would make sense. Sort of progressionally makes sense to do that. So I think that's what we're going to do. Let's do that then. Oh, we need to actually fly somewhere, don't we? Yep. Oh, there we go.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Okay. Keep that. Get Parvati some soap. And get Vicar Max to this weird person on Scylla. Let's go ahead and do the level up real quick as well. I'd like some more defense. We don't really block too much. We'll get some more dodge, and we'll get the inspiration to 80, I think. That works. Perfect. Alright, back to talking to Gladys. We were able to avoid her for all of the other stuff. Well, some of the stuff anyways. She wanted to take all my money, all my Rizzo's money for a freaking nav key to Stellar Bay. No thanks. Oh. I was wondering if it was going to do something about Halcyon Helen. That would have been interesting. Hey there, Gladys.
Have you had a moment to look into that little opportunity I told you about on Roseway? You don't hurry up. Someone will get to snooping around there before you do.
I mean, kinda, but no. My engineer's looking to do some deep cleansing. Wants to impress Chief Junlei.
I think I got just the thing, my dear. A few years back, Auntie Cleo's put out a home makeover kit, and I snagged a couple for myself. High-grade shampoo and conditioner, scrubby brush, a nice lotion, that sort of thing. I still got 'em, too.
What's the scrubby brush for?
Cleaning around your nails, sweetheart. Gets the engine grease out. Makes your hands soft. Most folk don't got the time. Or bathtubs for such, me included. I'll let you have one on clearance. You want rosish, mock apple and cinnamon, or refurbished ship?
You got a preference, Parvati?
Oh, gosh. We never talked about what kind of smells she likes. I think pretty much every spot on Groundbreaker just smells like old socks.
It comes down to what sort of intent you got. If I was looking to do a spy job over in engineering, I'd be safe with refurbished ship. Now, if I was a young thing trying to come on all precious-like, I'd probably go with rosish. But if I was doing it for my own self, I'd pick mock apples and cinnamon.
I guess you could eeny, miny, moe it?
Take your time, dear. A lady's scent says a lot about her.
How about mock apple and cinnamon? Parvati's sweet, just like a pie.
Captain?
I'll just wrap that up for you, since it's for a special occasion.
I'll pay for that, ma'am. Thanks for being so helpful.
You're welcome, dear.
Perfect. Thanks for your time.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
Okay.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Fudge, a soft sour purpleberry flavored center.
Got the cleaning supplies. Is that all that... Oh, I guess we should probably talk to Parvati now. Do you got what you need now?
Groundbreaker's safe from melting to bits now. Lots of good people can rest easy because of you.
Mm-hmm. So there's your soap.
Oh, thanks, Captain. I'm gonna put these someplace safe. In her messages, Junlei said her mama used to make this dish for Monarch. Dustback casserole. Salt tuna and xenogold needle mushrooms. And then for dessert, there's a thing called, sweetheart cake. It's made with almond paste and wax gourds. There's gotta be some place in Stellar Bay that can bake a casserole. And I heard tell there's a Rizzo's town near there called Cascadia, what specializes in sweets.
Alright, we'll figure it out.
Thanks, Captain. I know I'm asking an awful lot, but I'm sure it's gonna be worth it.
Okay. Back on Monarch, of course. Everybody wants stuff on Monarch. So I guess in that sense, I'm kind of happy that that Vicar's quest takes us to Scylla instead. Just figure I could hurry it up and get onto the ship. Get over to Scylla. See whatever that's going to have us do. Journal, the empty man. There we go. And Scylla?
Destination reached. Scylla.
Perfect. Perfect. Hey, Vicar, we're here. We're going to talk to the hermit lady.
Stay safe out there.
Alright, I think we're going to take Vicar Max and Sam. That is if the game will load. There we go. Scylla's a nice little place. Not much going on here, though. And we need to go east. Over there. Say less. I'm sure we're gonna meet some kind of enemies around here. Outlaws. Hi there.
What? Huh?
There we go. And we're back to a couple people here. Come on. Ow.
Everyone all right?
Alright, good. Easy peasy. Scylla's a lower level area, I think, so it's going to be fairly simple to get through the rest of this. Got some robots up here.
Mold detected. Mildew detected. Body odor detected. Ear mites detected.
We're getting close to the hermit. I can feel it.
Bye-bye, combat drone. Alright, we got more robots. Mechanical Guardian. Oh, this one's taking a bit of a beating, isn't it? Do a bit of a heal there, and that one's down. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Couple easy encounters. Alright, this is the Hermit's Lodge. Well, Vicar, you ready to find answers to the questions of life that you're looking for? Hello?
What have the solar winds deposited on my doorstep now? Just more dirt and debris? Or do you actually believe you are here seeking the truth? I must admit, I tire of the truth seekers. Mayhaps you're here to rob me? That would be so much more exciting.
We're here to get this book translated. Max?
We've been told this was once yours. I believe the knowledge within here contains the answers I seek. Answers that will free men's minds from toil.
I can translate it, but it won't do you any good. I can see you are a man in a hurry, And the insights in that book would take you years of study to fully comprehend.
I've spent my life in contemplation. I believe my mind is prepared to receive the truth.
We've come a long way to help Max get some peace. Is there anything you can do to help?
There is one way that can speed up the process. It involves a combination of several ingredients, some of which can be fatal. It is not for the faint of heart or the unprepared.
What happens if you're unprepared?
Either hallucinations followed by unconsciousness and a headache, or raving insanity, which can be fun in its own way.
When you say ingredients, you mean drugs, right?
A crass way to put it, but yes. Chemicals that can expand or destroy the participant's consciousness.
Okay. Max just said he was prepared, though, so...
And I believe he may be right. There is both violence and peace warring inside you, Max. This process would be extremely tenuous for one such as yourself.
I'm committed, no matter the cost.
I'm committed to taking as many drugs as possible, so count me in as well.
All right. Head on into the meditation room and partake of the sacramental incense. It's waiting on the table when you're ready to begin.
Okay. I'm gonna do drugs with Vicar Max. Sam, I did not see this day coming. Let's do it. Are you ready? Alright, just breathe deeply.
Poor Maximilian. Maximilian, why are you still doing this? You've been fighting against the world since before you left home. Haven't you figured out yet that the more you fight, the more pain you cause yourself?
Mother, you're dead. You can't be here. I knew this was too good to be true. These are just cheap hallucinogens that have... What's happening to my voice? Does my voice sound weird to you? And what's wrong with your face?
That's mean.
Danger. Harmful vapors can lead to permanent brain damage.
Can confirm. If she's a hallucination, why am I seeing her too?
We are obviously the victims of a tasteless joke being perpetuated... perpetrated? I mean, we're being made fools of, aren't we? When I get out of here, I'm going to show that hermit what you get for messing with me.
Maximilian, always ready to give up, to lash out, always searching for answers, but always in the wrong place, never looking inside himself.
Danger. Harmful vapors can lead to permanent brain damage.
We came all this way. We ought to at least hear her out. I feel like Sam would be high, so he's like, we've come all this way, man. We ought to at least hear her out.
Thank you. It relieves me to see there's at least one positive influence in my son's life after all these years.
I don't know about that.
Has he told you how he thoughtlessly abandoned us?
Thoughtlessly? How could you say that? I only wanted you and Father to be proud of me. I was going to be the perfect vessel. I was going to be a better... more full of the plan. This year, it's all coming out wrong. The plan. It filled you with a joy I could never feel. I wanted it. And being a laborer made me miserable. I was better than that.
You certainly convinced yourself you were. But don't feel bad.
We continually lie to ourselves, weaving stories in a vain attempt to convince us that we are in control of anything. These stories are how we try to make sense of our lives, but they are not real, are they? They're just stories. You need to drop your story and see the truth.
Danger! Harmful vapors can lead to permanent brain damage.
Dude, Sam, you've said that already. Yeah, but seeing the truth, that's hard.
You want me to give up my discipline? My control? Oh, but I can't. I can't. Without order, there is chaos.
You need to love the chaos, Maximilian. Let it envelop you. Take you where it will. Besides, you really have no choice anyway.
No, that's not true. The basis of everything is order, not chaos. It's true, I know it is. So did you. Why are you denying it? Before you died, the plan made you happy.
No, it didn't. I made myself happy. There's nothing holding you back but you. If you can't understand that, you will never understand anything. Goodbye, Maximilian.
This whole thing, it's just a farce, right? Just my own brain working against me? You couldn't be more right. Hello, Max. What? Who? Why do you look like me? Are you me? Not really. I'm who you think you are. I am disciplined, controlled. I have no doubts. And I don't exist. Yet you have judged yourself against me your whole life. Why? Why do you berate yourself for not being me?
Oh, look, I don't get half of what you're saying, but you're insulting my friend, and he's a stand-up guy.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, Captain, but I don't know. Is it wrong to try to be a gooder, better person than I am? But that's not what you're doing, is it? You're desperately trying to find a story to organize reality in your head. A story to control everything. A new story of the happy you, the contented you. Me. That's not... It can't be right. I've only been searching for the answer to the equation because it will set us free, won't it? How? By removing the need to make any decision? To have your life completely controlled? The illusion of certainty? Your obsession allowed you to avoid the real question. Who are you? I'm Max. Me! I'm real. You can't convince me otherwise. Please don't convince me I'm not.
Error. 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 Unable to process conflicting optical stimuli.
So I'm not real? Well, that's a relief. Being real is tough.
Ironically, your lack of introspection means you're actually closer to the truth than your friend Max is. Your individual self is what's not real. It is simply a concept. By the architect. Architect? How could I have believed in an architect? That's ridiculous. I must be losing my mind completely. What you're saying almost makes sense. We exist inside our thoughts, thinking we're in control. That's it, isn't it? We have no control over anything. It's all lies. How could I not have seen this? But how do we escape ourselves?
You're doing great, Max. Do you think the hermit would mind if I throw up in the corner?
I see you're back with us. Feared we lost you there. Never seen anyone pass out yet stay upright before.
What happened?
I woke up. The illusions I built for myself just fell away. I'm no longer interpreting, I'm experiencing. Everything is perfect.
I'm glad you found the answers you were looking for, Max.
In a way. Perhaps it's more accurate to say I was asking the wrong questions. I understand so much more now. I see it all. All there is to be experienced, to be lived. Of course there is pain and loss, but the suffering is caused by trying to control reality. Clinging to the way you want things to be, not enjoying the way they are.
There may be something to that. You seem happy, or at least not angry.
I am content. I've finally found what I was looking for, even though I was looking for the wrong thing.
Dude gets one drug trip and turns into a peace hippie. Anyways. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is where I'm going to leave you for this episode. Thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, consider liking and subscribing. Let me know how I'm doing down in the comments section down below. But other than that, guys, I will catch you all in the next video. Cheers.